was very, very intimidated. I'm not a student of this. I've never done this in my life.
We need distance.
I don't know the first thing of composing. I don't know what the right thing is or what the rules are, if there are rules. Just feeling the pressure and the oh my gosh, there's a deadline.
Hold on.
Which is good. I'm thinking this is probably how it feels to do a project like this. It was one of those things where it was like, I probably need to do this, and if I can't write for a scene like this, then I need to exit stage left. I grew up in Philly. My parents were musicians, but I've never really had any formal training for anything that I do music-wise, whether that's voice, play guitar, piano. I wouldn't even consider myself a piano player, but I figure it out, and so. But I've been in studios. Been in many studios and have just picked up a couple things, and those things that I've picked up in all those years I'm now applying to what I'm doing today. And so yeah, it's just a journey, I guess. And so for me, now it's like, now I want to take piano lessons and really learn the piano, because I know that that's going to come in handy. But yeah, this is my setup here, and this is my keyboard, and it's a Contact Complete keyboard, and have my studio monitors that I've had for several years, and then I just got this Focusrite interface, Scarlett interface. This is the environment. This is the place that I got inspired to write this. And nothing special, just real simple, very minimalistic, not a whole lot going on in terms of studio gear. I've been to a lot of studios because I've recorded a lot of records, but this is just my little humble abode. Get rid of that. I first heard of the competition through an email. I was in my room checking my emails in this room. I saw the email and read it, and in my mind I was like, be stupid not to actually do this. I thought it was a great challenge. Now, I've never composed anything in my life or scored any. I guess scoring and composing, I guess it depends on what your definition is of that. I'm a singer-songwriter, so I have written songs, I've released songs, but I've never actually written something for a scene in a movie or TV. And so these last couple months, thanks to COVID, I've been really dabbing into Logic, which is the DAW that I'm using, and a bunch of libraries that I've purchased through Spitfire. So that's how I found out. It was Spitfire that sent the email. I read the email, and it was one of those things where it was like, I probably need to do this, and if I can't write for a scene like this, then I need to exit stage left. That's literally what the thinking was in my head. And I've always been passionate about storytelling and songwriting, obviously, and film and TV, and the process of creating movies. So I took these last couple months that we've been in quarantine, and I just told myself, I said, I need to figure out how to do this thing, composing, how to actually write for film, how to actually write for TV. I know those are two different things, or can be different. So yeah, I was here and I read the email. I freaked out a little bit. I was very, very intimidated because I'm not your typical. I'm not a student of this. I've never done this in my life. I don't know the first thing with composing. I don't know what the right thing is or what the rules are, if there are rules. And so I sat on it for 2 days, and just feeling the pressure and the oh my gosh, there's a deadline, which is good. I'm thinking this is probably how it feels to do a project like this, and so it was a good experience to feel all that, and I just sat on it for 2 days, and I decided to watch the scene without the music, because I wanted to kind of go into it with virgin ears. So I didn't watch the show. I've never watched the show. I don't even know what the show is about, to be honest. Until, like, I know now, but at the time I didn't. A week and a half ago, I did not know what the show was about. And so yeah, that's the process. I watched the scene probably like 20 times with just the effects and the dialogue, and as I was watching it, I was trying to figure out what is it that I'm feeling in the scene, and even watched it muted too. I watched it where everything, there was no sound at all. I know all I could see was movement, and so I felt a lot of stress, obviously, and anxiety. I knew I wanted to feel some emotion, and I just kind of, I think it was like last Wednesday, I woke up and I said, okay, I'm gonna get to work, and so I had to figure out some sort of soundscape for this and figure out sound, and I have over 1,000 sounds now. I have a lot of sounds to choose from, and so that wasn't. It could have been very difficult, but the process was pretty easy. So to get the sound and the feel, and it came to me in about 2.5 hours, and after that it was just tweaking and figuring out how do I do this, and so yeah. The reason why I want to do this composing, first of all, I love storytelling. I love characters. I love seeing stories come to life on the screen. I love the music that fills in a scene. I love the process of filmmaking. Like, when I watch a movie, I want to see the behind the scenes. I want to see the making of. I want to see like all of that because it intrigues me. It kind of piques my curiosity. How did they film this, or how did they shoot this, or how did the composer come up with this theme, or and so all the entire process, from the scripting to the production, to pre-production, post-production, the actual production, the editing, all of that just, I don't know, there's something about it that makes me want to be a part of it. Makes me want to be a part of creating something with all those people, because it takes a team. And so I think the collaboration that happens between the director and the composer, I think it's fascinating to me. So it just is great to me, like to even think that maybe there's a chance, for me to do something like this, to really pursue this. And so I've only been doing this for 2 months, and I know I have a lot to learn still. I'm still learning how to work Logic, and all the ins and outs of it, and getting used to the sound libraries, and how to automate and edit, and so I know I have a lot to learn, but I'm more now convinced that it's never too late to pursue something that you really want to do. And this is something I've always wanted. I saw a tweet from this random, I don't even know from what show, I forget what it was, but the lady basically is doing her first directorial debut on a show, and she's in her 50s. That, like, it just proved more and more for me that age is just a number. Like, don't ever give up on your dream. And if you've known me long enough and really, really know me, then you know that this has been something that I've always wanted to do. And it's different because, you know, people know me as a singer, and they want to hear the voice. And for me right now, my voice is the music. My voice is the sound that comes out, and that's my voice. That's my lyric. You know, soundtrack music moves me. It moves me to tears, even, and that's what I want to convey. Even though it was a car chasing, you know, I wanted to feel something. I wanted to not just feel anxiety and like, you know, stress. I wanted to feel just a sense of relief, and we're gonna get through this together. We're gonna fight this, fight our enemies together. Back to the dream of your heart. If it's your dream to pursue something like this or whatever it is, it's just never too late. Age is just a number. Go for it. It's never too late to learn something. You always will be learning something. And so for me, I've always been one to love to learn. And so this is me learning.